Well, hi there, welcome back to Drummond Golf TV. Thanks for joining us on the channel. It's always a pleasure to have you, and I thank you for your time. Well, as you can see, I've just put up one of the older Wilson golf clubs that I've got in my own personal collection. Why have I got an old Wilson golf club? Well, for me, going back through the history of time in Wilson golf clubs, there have been some really important ones. And some of the most important Wilson golf clubs in the history of time had the DYNAPWR name on them. Well, the Wilson Staff team have just reintroduced a great range of products, a full suite of DYNAPWR Wilson Staff range, irons, hybrids, fairways and drivers. And today I've got the drivers to take you through and help you understand what makes the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR driver so special. It might be one worth getting in and getting fit for. And of course, the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR is available in a women's driver as well. You can get fully custom fit for any of your products at Drummond Golf, but the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR range is available now. It's just dropped the last month or so. Here it is. Let's check it out, the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR driver family. Okay, I'm holding up two models here. That's of course because there are two in the family and they're both aimed at a different player type. So let me help you understand what player type might suit which driver. And let's start with, we'll start with the DYNAPWR Titanium. Yes, and that I think is the driver that's going to suit the widest range of player types that we see in our Drummond Golf stores all around the country. Of course, the Titanium, as it suggests, it's a full titanium construction. It looks fantastic at address. Never underestimate the importance of the aesthetic, the look of the driver when you frame it up behind the ball. If you want to hit the ball as far as you possibly can to get your golf ball as close to the green so you've got shorter shots into it, well, having a driver that is great looking before you even pull the trigger is really important. And this driver, this family of drivers look fantastic. This titanium matte black finish here sets up beautifully. It's that classic shape of a driver that we've all been waiting for the new Wilson driver release, and they've really delivered on a great looking package in both of these. Titanium construction, a great looking sole pad here, and you can see at the back this 16 gram weight. Now the 16 gram weight adds to the MOI. This is a high MOI, high launching driver with a straight to draw bias ball flight. So you can see why it might be aimed at a wide selection of the market. If you have a little bit of a right miss, that slice that we all try and fight, well, maybe this little bit of draw bias or straight flight bias in this is going to help you recover some of that leak to the right for a right-hander or to the left for a left-hander. So a little bit of draw bias, really beneficial. It's high MOI, so the weight in the CG is down low and down back, so that helps with forgiveness, that helps with the stability through the impact. You've heard me talk about that with pretty much all the new driver releases, all aimed around MOI. Well, yes, you've got it here in the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR as well. And a couple of other points of this driver family that you really need to know about. The employment of AI technology in the production of this face. So again, AI technology, maximizing the thickness of the face in the parts where it's been measured by AI to give you the best possible ball speed and the best possible forgiveness across a wider variety of strikes. Center strikes are always going to give you the best result, but of course when we get the toe strike or the heel strike, we want to maximize that distance and the forgiveness. We want it to go a little bit straighter, and that's what the AI technology in the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR has allowed the engineers to do, and really bringing this family of drivers up in comparison with a lot of other drivers on the market at a super value price point. So that's really important. Of course, the super quick Wilson Staff loft sleeve adjustment here. 2 degrees of increased loft, so you can go up 2 degrees and down 1 degree. So that's a fair range of loft adjustment that you can get. And when you adjust the loft, that's going to adjust your ball flight. So increasing the loft closes the face a little bit, might help even give you a little bit more draw bias if you have that right-sided miss. So really important to get checked out. When you get fitted, we are going to test you in a number of the loft configurations. We're going to find and help you dial in the best loft configuration for you. Whether that's a 10.5 or a 9 head and then adjusting through the hosel, we're going to help you understand that. Of course, when you get fitted for your clubs, bring your own driver in and we'll test it alongside the new one. And that's the best way to get fit at your Drummond Golf store all around the country. That is the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR Titanium. As you'd expect, a premium range of shaft offerings that you can get fit across both models. This one here is the hazardous RDX Smoke Red. That's a mid-trajectory launch. That's a 50 gram profile, so that's going to suit a wide range of players. Mid-trajectory, allow the head to do the loft, not too heavy weight, really allowing you to get a lot of control over the driver head while it's in motion. So that's a premium shaft, and we've seen that shaft employed in fitting scenarios across a number of brands. And there are other shafts to choose from as well, of course. We've got the Ventus Blue, we've seen that one. It's a great shaft. Of course, we've got the full swing kit in play. And this first one I'm going to hit is a 10.5 degree, the Wilson DYNAPWR Titanium with the hazardous RDX Smoke Red in the 6.0. So 6.0, that's the stiff, which with the way that I'm swinging at the moment, I've got a little bit of a sore back. That will do me. Wow. That's gone 251 meters, and this has a little bit of inbuilt draw bias, so that's going to help that player that struggles with that slice and miss to the right. But you could see there, that flight in this wind was a perfect 12-yard draw. I'd be happy with that any day of the week. Sounded great too. Okay, let's have a look at the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR Carbon. As the name suggests, there's a whole host of carbon being employed in the manufacture of this driver head. Again, starting with that all-important aesthetic. 460cc head looks fantastic at address. You can see the carbon weave on top in the crown here. You can see the titanium face, and then when we flip it over, a whole host of carbon here in the toe. Now we know when we get carbon, that's a weight saving material. It's allowing the engineers to place weight where it's required. We've got a 12 gram weight at the back, but the additional weight placement is all geared around giving you access to lower spin. So this driver here is for that player that really has a little bit more control over their shape of their ball flight, but really want to maximize workability and really want to minimize spin to keep the ball in control and out of the wind when there's wind environments. This is what this one's designed to do. So the CG is a little further forward, closer to the face, to really help minimize that spin in this driver head. It sets up really fantastic behind address. It's a classic looking driver, again with that quick Wilson Staff hosel here and the AI face technology. If you value a premium driver and one that you can help send the ball and work the ball down the fairway, this might be the one for you to check out when you come in and get fit. As I showed you before, premium shafts. This is the Ventus Fujikura Blue, a super popular shaft, mid-trajectory, and there's of course a low launch option and a high launch option. I'll show you those in a minute. That is the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR driver family. Available in stores now. It's just released. You can check out some other reviews on YouTube. It really has hit the market with a bang, and some of the biggest YouTubers have tested this and really put it to a thorough test, and the performance of the driver has come out fantastically. So go and check that out. But the best thing for you to do is to get into your Drummond Golf store and check it out, get fitted, have a test, bring your old driver in, and let's see if we can find you some extra distance and a few more fairways. And if the Wilson Staff DYNAPWR driver family is the one for you, well, we've done our job. Thanks for joining us on Drummond Golf TV. It's a pleasure having you, and thank you for the support. We'll see you next time with another new product introduction. There's plenty coming. Stick with us. We'll see you soon.